All right, welcome everyone to the Survivor Season 8 reunion. This is not going to be edited much, and unfortunately cannot be live, like I said last time. COVID, that sucks. But we have our live audience still. They will be participating in a certain amount of time. But before that, we're going to give all of them a question. Look at this beautiful shot. There's so many of you. Gotta love to see that. First off, we gotta start. Tommy, you just won Minecraft Survivor. You told us you weren't really expecting and stuff like this, but you are a self-proclaimed villain, and also, I think fairly enough to say, an actual villain, and probably the first legitimate villain of the season. Is there one moment that stands out to you in this season that, like, set you up for this win?
Yes, me saving him.
Yeah. No, legitimately, I think the moment where everything just kind of fell into place was when everyone swapped and Pepit just pulls me aside and is like, Tommy, you and me to the end. Like, that's when it was all set in stone.
Awesome. Moving on to the next, obviously, my favorite question for reunions. So,
yeah.
Red, you decided to put in Tommy versus Pepit, and a big part of that was you could have potentially, I don't know, put yourself in against Tommy as he worried. Let's say that you take Tommy out instead of Pepit. Let's go to the jury. Everyone that's on the jury, Pepit is now not on the jury. Tommy's on the jury. If you vote for Red in this situation, punch in the air. That is already 5, and on Chalky's list, that would have made it 6. So, do you feel like that was a mismove by you, Red?
Well, I mean, clearly, but I'm just going to say it like this. I feel like people massively underestimate what Pepit was doing all season. Like, I saw what he was doing straight up, and in my opinion, it was the best game I saw, compared to Tommy's, from my point of view at least. Tommy did a good job of hiding his game. So I think I definitely, in the moment, I made the right call, but obviously, retrospectively, I definitely did not. But, because in my head, I was like trying to count who votes who, and I thought Pepit had more locked votes than Tommy did. So I decided to take out Pepit at 4 instead.
Sure. Well, we will be getting to Pepit on that. Lemon. So, you came into this season hot with an outplay and stuff like that, but even in your confessionals, obviously it was late for you. You started to kind of burn out. You started to say things like, if I go home, I go home, and I'm too tired to win this game. Yeah. Do you regret the way you played at the end, or do you think there was just not much you could do about it because you were so tired?
All I'm going to say is this was my first ever Minecraft Survivor. Coming into the season, I got thrown into the deep end of a recorded season, a very popular one for that matter, and I didn't expect to make it to Final 3, especially my first one. And I think I started this season at 4 PM, and I think I finished it at like 8 AM, so I went all night. And I think during the merge around Final 7, the tiredness started to get to me, and I started giving up a bit and started burning out, like you said. And I think I did underplay my game a lot during Final Tribal and that, which kind of affected my game a lot. But I don't regret the game I played. I think Tommy is a deserving winner, the way he played. So, and Red did deserve it as well, so did Pepit. But, you know, I think Tommy and Red took advantage of taking me to the final due to the burnout, which I had. But I ain't complaining. First Minecraft Survivor, 3rd place. You know what? Fuck it. I'm okay with that.
For sure. And as they... say on the actual show, it's not easy. It takes a toll on you, even in these seasons, especially when you're in, UK time zones. You were up till what, probably like 8 or 9 AM?
It's like Chalky left, and he's from the UK as well, and exactly. I stuck it out, you know what I mean? So
yeah, there's obviously respect there. And yeah, for sure. I think there's a lot that couldn't be seen in the edit, but I think, like Tommy said, you were definitely underestimated, but you were sitting next to two.
You know, it is what it is. Tommy and Red played a better game than me, and I respect their game, so I'm happy that Tommy won, or if Red won, but you know what? It is what it is.
And
so
now that
I
we've
don't give a fuck.
and now that we've talked to all 3 of them, it is important to see on this bottom row, the final 7, only 3 of them were leaders. Every single one of them made the final 3. You don't see something like that often. They came in losing the first 2 challenges, having 4, and then having all 4 of them in the final 8. So that's impressive. Talks about how crazy this game is. Going on to Pepit.
Yo.
I see it. A lot of people in the audience see it, and especially Red saw it. You played a big dog game, and you control a lot of votes. But as we just realized, the jury doesn't really vote you. Do you think that they underestimate your game because of the way you act, or is it something else?
I mean, I don't vote me if, like, Red just takes off his idol, his immunity and beats me. I'm more interested in what happens if, like, I manage to beat Tommy, because I'm a good talker at Final Tribal. I thought that was going to be the question.
Well, sure.
Yeah,
let's
say,
okay.
Yeah, I can't see who punches because I'm not an IPC, by the way.
Sure. Well, I mean, I guess just ask the question: if anyone on jury does Pepit beating Tommy instead of Red beating like Tommy, does that change your vote at all between Red and Pepit?
Probably doesn't.
Brian says yes. No one else shakes their head or anything, but maybe that might be a difference of a vote for Brian, but that sounds like it's still 5 votes for Red. But you know I love you, man. Like I was saying, you were one of my very first people I wanted on the season, and I think you played a great game, better than I thought you would play. So
thank you, God bless.
Yes, sir. Congratulations on that.
Yeah, well, I think it was my first game in this community, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, not bad. Okay, well, God bless you all.
Yes, sir. Going on to Deku, 5th place, the last
learner.
Yeah, last living learner. I guess the main question you have to ask is, do you regret winning so many pre-merge challenges?
Oh my god. Okay. Oh yeah, I kind of do, to be honest, because not only like in the game, also like I didn't get that good of an edit pre-merge. I really didn't get to do much, but also like out of the actual like Survivor, like it was just like 7 hours of just sitting around winning, and it made me, and like there was like times where I was thinking, maybe I should just throw, you know what I mean, just to like spice up my game, make me stay awake. And then like by the time merge happened, I was just like so like burnt out, and that's not a good mentality to have going into merge, which like really hindered my game. And yeah, it was really rough. I really do regret winning, which is something I never think I would ever say. But yeah.
Right. Well, going on to Sean, you know what I gotta ask you. It's what everyone's been asking since your boot off episode. Why didn't you play your idol?
Ever since the idol was a thing, or Chalky being my Mr. Miyagi of the whole season, he gave me that idol, and well, I thought if I played that idol, I would have gone through, but me and Deku against 3 others, I feel like I would have gotten out anyways, so I just wanted to take the chance to make myself safe, because I did not feel comfortable with myself winning the next challenge. But I feel like if I played that, I still would have been not in the top 3. I didn't really see myself there.
Sure. And to add salt to the wound, I'm not going to ask them now, but I've talked to many of the jurors one-on-one and talked about you, and you seem near unanimous win out of the people that were left in the game. So whether that makes you feel better or worse, take it as you will, Sean. But you were very lovable during the season. I don't think anyone wanted to see you go home, except for maybe Tommy.
Yeah, I loved it.
And the rest of the final 4. All right. Moving on to Brian.
Oh yeah.
Knows I have to pick on him. I think the changing point in the game for you was definitely what happened at that tribe swap where you voted Desi.
I hate talking about this. You make it sound like Pepit control my every single move, but no.
I'm so good. I'm so good.
Yeah, Brian, what
I
happened?
can't even. Okay.
Yeah, Brian, what happened, Brian?
Let's put this into perspective.
Tell me what happened.
Let's put this into perspective
Walk us through
for the people who didn't see it as much in the edit. Desi and Brian were very close. Desi
that guy.
had basically his undying loyalty to Brian, and at the swap, Venom and Tommy got close, but Venom was open to voting Tommy. And when Venom told Brian that he would rather vote Desi, he was very, very quick to flip on it and went with the Desi vote very quickly. Do you regret not pushing back to keep Desi instead of Tommy?
Oh yeah. Looking back on my game, this is the only major fumble. This is really where I fucking lost one of my greatest allies in this game, and it really hurts to think about that because I love Desi in this game, and honestly, but you know how you have to take into perspective that conversation between Venom and I was going past the amount of allotted time we were even allowed to talk in the first place. We were pushing the boundaries, so I was running out of time to really persuade him again. So we went into tribal council, and the last thing I heard him say was, "I would rather vote Desi," and I was like, "Okay, so it's either I bitch at tribal council and try to flip him there, or I just go with the flow and really throw away Desi and try to recuperate my bonds with Tommy and Pepit because that I hated it. I hated that decision, you know?
Beautiful.
And I hate that Pepit strong-armed me into that.
Brian, you know that was your only actual ally, and the second you did that, none of us were going to stand by you.
Yes, Tommy, why do you have to make it sound like that, man?
Brian, it was
Alright,
really all
makes
the
me
way,
feel
Brian. I'm just gonna tell you
Alright.
that now, Brian.
Awesome.
No one
Moving
was bringing
on.
me all the way.
Moving on to Sito, up to the first level. I don't want to open up any wounds, but how does it feel that you had a Final Four pact with the 3 people who made Final 3, and you were the only one to not make it there?
Actually, it doesn't sting, and that's because it was like my goal all along to get us 4 there, so it kind of feels good that it still worked out in a way. My piece that I had to make with myself was the whole throwing your vote thing, and whether I made it through that specific tribal or not, I still could have possibly been eliminated at any following tribal, so I didn't dwell too much on it. I'm happy because at the end of the day, I don't even know if I would have won this season. I might have been runner-up, could have won, depends on who I was with. But I think being a runner-up is really, really good too. I'll take that any day. So I'm proud of all 3 of those guys' games. Go leaders.
Kyle, can I just say something?
Sure.
C2 goes on about trying to get us 4 to Final 4, but he was the one that actually was trying to flip on all of us.
I didn't try to flip.
Well, you was trying to get with the other tribe like Deku and Sean and that. And which
No, I was double agent.
Yeah,
and
no,
I was
he was definitely
getting intel for us. But at the end of the day, I was loyal
I
to
see what
the
Lemon's
leaders.
trying to say. Sito was really paranoid, which kind of was his undoing.
For what I remember, it's not that he wasn't loyal, it's that starting at final 10 or final 9, he made more of an effort to talk to the minority than to us, even though he did plan to stick with us.
Because I was getting the idol information. We have to remember the minority had an idol, and I was the only one they were telling it about. So I was like, ooh, if I know what they're going to do with the idol, my true allies can use that, and I could use that. And it was
that did help us a lot. It did not help you.
That did end up being
my approach was wrong. I ended up spending too much time with the minority because they're all good people. I ended up chatting about random stuff that wasn't game involved, and I was like, oops, distracted. But the whole cast was fun to talk to, so
for sure.
My bad.
No,
They are fantastic human beings.
Awesome. All right, moving on to Kidmodo. I have to ask this question because I feel like it's hard to see in the edit, but a lot throughout the season you were called very mischievous and you're playing too hard, and I feel like that's kind of hard to see in the edit. So where do you think people got that from?
I don't really have a lot going for me, Kyle, honestly, outside of my ability to talk to people. And it really seemed like this season people were being painted as targets for speaking to other people and not spending time with their closest alliance members. And so I mean, honestly, I think I got caught in a lie. I told Deku that Sean and Mark left him out of the idol clue intentionally, and what I didn't know was that Deku was in on that plan. Something happened with that. Something happened where I tried to leverage Deku to trust me more than Sean and Mark, and it just kind of painted me as shady. And then I went back to Pepit, and I said at that tribe swap where we never went to tribal, so I don't think it made the edit because of that. But at that swap tribe, I said to Pepit, like, oh, I'm not close to Sean and Deku at all, but then I told Tommy that I was, and so Tommy and Pepit cross-reference stories, and I think that just kind of painted me as, like, I was telling a lot of different lies to a lot of different people, and I didn't realize other people were speaking to each other, if that made sense. And so I think that's where I ended up getting painted as shady. And it sucks because I didn't actually I only went to 2 tribals. I survived 1 single tribal. So I don't know how I got, like, a super mischievous. I think I just kind of overplayed with all the downtime. Like, the thing people don't see is if you win challenges, and Deku knows this, you have hours of sitting around doing nothing. And so I think I just started, like, lying just to, like, feel like I'm playing the game because I wasn't going to tribal.
Yeah, to say, like, to add on to what Kid's saying, like, I, like, had to, like, stop myself from, like, creating, like, some random, like, shit that, like, Kid was doing, because I was like, this is not gonna get me anywhere. I have to, like, control myself because I'm so bored just talking about, like, whatever, and, yeah, it's just, like...
Yeah, you can only talk to Tommy about Animal Crossing for so many hours.
Come on, man! Just the stock market!
Awesome. Let's move on to Venom. For me personally, you were one of the saddest vote offs of the season because I think you were in such a good spot. And that's a testament to how hard it can be to win the game or even make merge is just a tribe swap. How do you feel your game would have gone if that tribe swap would have been a little bit better for you?
I suppose if I did survive that tribe swap, I think I would have done no worse than, like, top 6. Honestly,
makes final 5 or 4, to be honest.
I think that's fair. I think a lot of people wanted to play this game with you, and I think you happened to get swapped with the only people who didn't want to play the game with you as much.
That's true.
I was dying.
No. I want to correct the record. Venom, I will always want to play with you. You are a god at this game. You are great, underrated king, and that situation was, like, tough. We were in a 4-person tribe, and it was, like, very fast paced. So
of course, I don't blame you. I don't blame Sean, and I don't blame Chalky for anything. Honestly, I'll just say this about the whole experience. I mean, when I first watched, like, a couple of seasons of yours and even some of Chris's, I was like, this is fun. And I've been a big player in the Roblox community for a long time. And I've also played a bit with Lemon. He knows all about that.
Yeah, my God.
But after a while, I kind of got tired, and, like, Roblox is a pretty limiting game. So, like, I come across this on YouTube. It's like, I can try my best. So I applied for this season and one of Chris's seasons. Sadly, I didn't get in. Maybe another time. But even then, like with you, Kyle, I was a backup. I didn't even get in the season on the first try. It was just pure luck that I got in. And honestly, I couldn't have been more happy that I got in. And even though I didn't get as far as I would have liked to, just the fact that I got in and, people seemed to like me, maybe even love me, and I think I was playing a pretty good game, I will take that experience, this experience with all these lovely people sitting around me, and try to improve my game in another season. And even if I don't improve in the very next season I play, I'll take that experience and just keep on trying until I win. So as long as I love this game, as long as I have the time, I'll keep on trying.
Amen.
We love Venom!
I think that's a good thing to note too, is like there's a lot of people who get to be backups, and like there's a good amount of, like, Lemon was a backup, and a couple of people on the cast were backups. I can't remember who all they were right now.
I think it was Desi, Venom, and me.
Were backups. And, sometimes if you just give it your heart, Venom wrote me this whole thing before, talking about how much heart he had in it, and like how his mind shifted, and it got him on the season, and now Venom's one of my absolute favorite castaways I've ever had. So being a backup isn't always a bad thing, and if you have heart and you want to play, you'll play at some point.
Venom.
Thank you, Kyle.
Venom, if it helps, I've probably been more loyalty than what I was to Red if you made merch. So.
Alright.
Well, thank you, man. I would have been loyal to you too.
You better we would have won.
Venom, I was gonna go all the way with you. I've never met you. But
Same here, Venom. Same here, Venom. Guarantee.
I'm not lying. I wanted to
Shut
go
up,
down with
Badger.
Venom as well.
All right. Let's move on. Let's move on to Desi. So, kind of similar. I'm gonna bring it back to Brian. How you and Brian were pretty close here, right?
Oh, Brian is an idiot.
How did it feel? You were probably one of the only people that like really got taken out by like someone they trusted that much in the game. How did that feel?
Man, honestly, I thought I was in a really good position at the point, and like when Tommy came in through merge, it sort of seemed that he was the only one out. But you know, Pepit being there and him being close with Tommy, and then Brian like flipping on me like that. I don't know. I just felt like I got robbed. I thought I was gonna make it far, but Brian just left.
Yeah, I remember hearing. If I can say anything, like I remember hearing this from like the other tribe, and I was just like, "Wait, Desi got voted out? What?"
Yeah, I want to just
it blew my mind. It was so shocking.
I just want to say to you specifically that I am very sorry for that. If I could go back, I'm not sure if I would change my decision just based on like what I knew and what was happening. But I will say, voting you out and also voting Reese out was the hardest thing I did. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Easy for
I
me.
appreciate that, Venom. It's the game, though.
No, I love you, man.
That's how we be.
All right.
Say no homo.
No homo.
Hey, he's wearing socks. We're good.
Moving on to Jay. A very good friend of mine, one of my only good friends coming into the season. I specifically asked him to apply because, I knew, out of the people here, I kind of knew Deku, I knew Sean a little bit, but Jay was the only one I talked to a lot, so having him on the season was great. And you had that great idol play, and what happened after?
I played a game.
You played a game, and you literally couldn't do anything. I don't even know what to ask you because I feel like there wasn't a point in your game where I could say you made a flaw. What do you think you could even say went wrong for you?
I guess meeting Lemon was the first. No, I'm kidding. I don't even know. I couldn't tell you what my flaw was because I feel like it really was just the unluckiness of being on. Us being on the blue tribe of anything, because after Mr. 8 Ryan and I had our double idol play, the only idol that didn't get re-hidden was the blue tribe, so it was kind of it was kind of just, you know, we were in a tough position because either way, no matter who Chalky and I voted for, it wouldn't have mattered because it either could have gone to rocks or it would have or I was going home, so I was really, I don't know, I was really in a tough spot. I don't know what my flaw was. If anything, I guess it was maybe not flipping on Chalky and voting with these goof-on boys. Maybe I should have just done that, but I don't know.
All right.
Then you head to the end game. Puzzle Alliance.
Well, if you didn't play that idol play, it'd have been more harder decision to decide whether we voted Chalky.
Oh, alright, so Lemon is saying my flaw was to not get idled out 4-0. Alright, got it. I'm glad that was my flaw.
Alright, well, moving on to Quil.
Quil,
I think, was one of the most robbed people to ever see this show, these seasons. He was described by Tommy as one of the nicest people he's ever met. He sniffed out Jay's idol and made him tell the whole tribe about it. And
okay, so I didn't sniff it out. I was calling Chalky out like a bitch.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Yeah, well, you didn't call Jay out, but you
I didn't call Jay out. I was
sniffed hard enough.
Guns at Chalky and
Jay
just couldn't watch it anymore.
He tugged on my heartstrings too much to the point where I had to reveal it. It's a genius strategy. I don't know what I'm saying.
It worked really well.
He went from Tommy calling him one of the nicest people he's met to being ruthless about finding the idol. But that same thing, that idol, is what, in a way, took you out. What were your thoughts in the moment? Did you have any idea that, even after you saw the idol plays, that you were going to be the one to catch the votes?
man, you always consider the worst when you go into twists like that. And at that moment when I saw Brian play as idol, there was the possibility that I was going, without knowing the votes. Just because being at a disadvantage and coming from a tribe that had done pretty well in challenges previously. I think we won all of them before the swap. And then just coming into it, the only thing I really wanted out of this was to make a memorable moment. I think I did, unintentionally. But no, I really didn't expect to go that soon. I was really hoping to carry the game out just a little bit longer, but
Awesome. Well, speaking of...
What happens, happens.
For sure. Speaking of nice people, Reese, you're one of the nicest people I've ever seen on the show. So, and I know a lot of people, like, even in their confessionals, and some things that didn't really get aired, they were like, I don't want to vote Reese out, but it's what we have to do. I think, how do you feel about the fact that you were only there for 3 episodes, but you really left a lasting impact on a lot of the players and a lot of the audience by people talking about just like how nice you are and how much they like you?
Honestly, I think it was just because I had my head in the clouds the entire game, because it's funny that everybody's talking about how this was like their first time doing a Minecraft Survivor, and this was my first time as well. And so for me, I could kind of tell that like my head was in the clouds the entire game, because I didn't talk really a single ounce of strategy. And watching it back, I was kind of surprised at how quickly people were talking about in confessionals. Like Pepit was like, I like Kid, I like Brian at the time. You know, now I hate them. He's horrible. But you know, it really surprised me. And I guess really the reason that I left such an impact on everybody was because I really didn't care about the game when I was playing. Like, I just was myself, and, you know, I had only gotten into the community pretty recently. I had applied for one of Chris's seasons, didn't get in, and then saw Kyle's, and I was like, well, let's just try this, and I got in. So I'd only been in the community for a little while, and I had never really met anybody. So I think I was just happy to be, like, sitting there on the island, like, I mean, you talk about, like, my ending confessional, it kind of summarizes everything where, you know, I just got the chance to meet cool people and just be part of something memorable. And so I think because of that, I didn't really care about the game. Obviously, I wanted to make it far and I wanted to play. But at the same time, I think I was just so happy to have been there in the first place. So I kind of just let my heart out to these people. And, you know, I think they received it to a degree.
Awesome. All right, moving on to a probably less heartwarming note. We have
got him.
the 8th first boot of the season.
Hey, yo, Tommy, a second.
Yo, 8th first boot of the season, whoa.
Well, no, 8th first boot ever. And learning now, I know personally, and the audience needs to know, you are really good at Minecraft. You play this game too much, and you were on a tribe of people who could not win a challenge to save their life.
Whoa, wait a second. I won 2 of these.
No, I mean pre-merge challenges. Y'all were awful. Y'all were horrible. You guys were terrible.
I carried us through the trident.
And
I mean, I wasn't that much better, but
I mean, that's what happens when you vote out the alpha. You know what I mean?
But that's besides the point. That's just an interesting note. Badgers, I don't have to ask you what went wrong with your game, because I can tell you from the man who is sitting in opposite placement of you that it was putting yourself as a target. What was your mindset? I'm just trying to fathom what your mindset was going into being telling everyone that you're this big Tommy fan.
Look. Okay, so I kind of had a bad week that week, Tommy. You know, I got fired from my job. My headphones were broken. I could only hear in one ear. My internet went out after like the challenge, and I came into that game with a lot of ambition and energy, and I'm like, you know, I'm ready to play this. I'm ready to put my all in. And then when we were waiting, I see this name pop up who joined the server, and there's this guy named Tommy Sex, you know. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just mess with this guy for a little bit, and then that just didn't go well. It was just a bad week for me, and I kind of showed. So
Badgers, I have something to make you feel better.
yeah, tell me.
I got fired from my job this week.
Let's go!
Yeah, Tommy!
Let's go, Tommy!
Big news only here.
Tommy went from getting fired to winning Survivor.
Wow. Change real enthusiast right now.
Hopefully it's
Yes,
worth
sir,
it.
Tommy. Yes, sir.
But
Hopefully $1 million helps.
if
Deku, what are we
I guess
reading right now?
one last thing, Tommy. I know you haven't been around much to talk to like this cast of people, but obviously you weren't the biggest Badgers fan at the time. What are your thoughts on our friend?
That is not a true statement.
Okay.
My hero. What are you gonna say?
So what I was not a fan of was someone who was going to take away my spectacular W, and since he did not do that, I am now #1 Badgers stan. My new full-time employment is Badgers fan, actually.
Let's go.
Well, I love to hear that.
We played a UHC together,
Oh,
by the way.
I was there.
Wow.
Nice. Tommy made them make a wish foundation.
Let's go.
Well, from fan to ally, this game has all kind of relationships. With that, we are going to open up questions to the audience. If you're on the cast, please sit back down. If you have a question, go ahead and message in this chat, and we'll get someone on the stage. All right, Asher's first. Let's get you up in here.
Oh my god, it's the winner, Minecraft Survivor North Dakota.
What?
Oh my god,
I'm a big fan of your work, Asher.
And if we can, try to keep the questions a little short so we can get more questions.
Yeah, it's pretty quick. So, I have a question for Reese, actually.
Yeah, Reese!
I remember I talked to you before the season aired, and I was like, wow, this guy's so nice, he's definitely gonna win. And I was shocked that you weren't able to really integrate into your tribe. So I'm just curious what you think went wrong, and if you could do it over, what you do differently.
I think honestly what went wrong is I didn't have a whole lot of Minecraft experience going into it, so I mean everybody saw how me and Ballad did on that second challenge. It'll go down as the greatest performance ever, but that didn't help. And on top of all that, I feel like I was kind of just overwhelmed with everything, like with just who I am, like the magnitude of the situation I think kind of just got to me, and I think I just froze up. And I kind of almost knew that, like, going to Tribal Council, like, I was screwed. And I mean, it's hard to say, like, pinpoint an exact moment on what went wrong. But I feel like if I were to go back and do it again, I feel like I would probably try and I think just... I mean, I gotta sit here and think about how I'm gonna answer this, but I feel like I would just try and be more, not try and have my head in the clouds so much, like try and be a bit more focused on the game, like still kind of keep that personality because that's just who I am, but also be more looking and seeing who's going off doing what, who's talking, who's out looking for items, just be more strategical, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'm a big fan, Reese. I love you so much, and thank you for playing, and I hope you get another chance.
Thanks, After.
Awesome. See who's next to message. Jason, did you want to ask something?
Yeah.
All right. Go for it, big man.
So, my question is for Jay. Why do you suck at the game? Like, imagine getting crazier. Imagine getting crazier. Like,
dude, it's in the
what
gene.
went wrong?
Alright, well, first of all,
how many times were you dropped as a child?
Dude, if you want to talk pre-jur, I mean, North Dakota is looking at you.
I don't. No, that's not my question. My question is.
But anyway, I'm just, it's in the genes. I'm really bad at the game. Like you said, I come into a game and I think, how can I piss my tribe off as much as I possibly can? So that was my goal with the learners. and I think it worked out. But then we tribe swapped, so I was like, I need to get under lemon and red skin as much as possible, and it worked. So my master plan worked out, and I think you just fell for it. So
all right.
Man, why'd you have to take me down with
An
you?
announcement for the audience. If you haven't already, vote Reese for fan favorite. Thank you.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
All right, awesome. And also a fun fact: Jason was casted on this season, but unfortunately he could not make it.
For the third time.
Third time in a row. All right, let's move on. I think Liz was next up.
Oh boy!
Winner
Yay!
of Conflict Islands.
I get to talk. How cool!
Wait, that's not Johnny.
Right? Johnny did win the Conflict Islands, actually.
Yo, didn't you threaten my family?
What?
Wait, what?
Wait,
Why did I threaten
wait,
people's
wrong
families?
person. Wrong person.
Okay, wait, who's threatening your family, dude? What the hell?
Nothing can describe
Might
the
be-
pure
mute yourself.
chaoticism that radiates from this cast. But my question is for Tommy. Well, first of all, welcome to the Winners Club, my dear sir. But I do want to ask, with all the onions and the craziness and everything, what was your favorite moment from this experience you had here?
I played about half of this game with my head in the clouds and the other half with my head way up my own ass. So keep that in mind as I say this. But honestly, during that final 5, when I just like lied to everyone for no real purpose, I was like getting really arrogant, but it was so much fun.
I'm glad you had fun.
Also vibing with Deku, Kid, and Pepit at that. Even though we did nothing, and we just talked about like Animal Crossing and Link, and I talked with Johnny about Zelda. That was a good time.
It was.
Awesome. Love you guys, by the way.
Awesome. Next up,
Liz, we love you.
Next up was JP. Get up there, funny man.
JT Pooney.
I got a question for Brian.
Oh hey.
Oh, the rats.
Ooh. So first off, welcome to the 7th place club. You also lost
it's an
some
honor.
emotion, so that shit fucking sucks. But so I got a question for you about the merge vote. Why did you vote out your best friend Kidmodo? He clearly would have done anything for you, and it seems like you just kind of took that friendship and cast it aside.
Oh, well, a lot of shit was, I did a lot during that cycle that just didn't make the air, because I was just throwing out every name in the sea, because I had immunity, so I was like hella safe, and I already knew I was a big target, so I may as well paint some other targets while I have immunity. So, I threw out like all the learners' names, more specifically Chalky and Sean for being a duo, and then I also threw out Kid for being an honorary learner, and you know, Kid was also not really, okay, I wanna, before I say this, I understand, like, Kid and I really didn't talk, but he tried to talk to me, and I just didn't really pay any attention to him because I already was voting him, so I mean, that's a little bit of I was a little bit of a douche in that moment, but I mean, like, you know, Kid and I we were close pre-merge, I'll give him that.
Alright.
Okay, looks like I'm being shoved out of here, so good,
Desi,
good job everyone and Brian.
Get back in your seat, Desi.
This is my seat.
Alright, I think next up was Chase.
Oh wait.
Alright, I got a flower for you.
JP kind of pulled the mode, but my question was also for Brian.
Oh, what's up?
So, how does it feel just going into it, watching the series, and seeing all of the people that just love to hate on you?
It's actually pretty funny, honestly. Like, I don't think most of it's real. If it is real, well, that sucks to be me, I guess. But I mean, I just think it's funny because I don't know. I'm not the most confident person, but when everyone shit talks me, I just have to act confident, and I just like acting confident. So yeah.
I like it. I'll continue.
Brian, I love you, Brian. All the way with you. All the way.
Yeah, all the way.
Why is this whole reunion just, yo, Brian, why do you suck? I don't know.
Nothing all that.
Tommy, you've been gone for a long time. He became such a meme.
Alright.
I don't think it's enough,
Gonzo,
right?
you're up there. You can ask something. I can't see the messages after that, so I'm going to say stings after that, because he asked me many times.
Pepit, I think it's safe to say you're one of the most polarizing characters in Minecraft Survivor, and I just want to know, like, what makes you you, man? Like, is that like a character? Is that just your everyday life? And why do people like think you're such a big threat? Like, why did Red want to get rid of you?
What you see is what you get, man. I think it's like I don't know. I had like a hard upbringing in life. Like everything about my life is just unorthodox to like the American viewer. Because a lot, everybody here mostly is like American or Canadian or from the UK, and then there's random person from a fucking Eastern European country who drinks vodka and smokes cigarettes, and for some reason just managed to make a type of strategy where to use my personality as an advantage, and I don't know why it works. I played so many games where I say you should vote me off or I'm gonna make it to the end and maybe win, and for some reason people keep me. It's weird. I don't get it. I mean, I like it, but hey, I don't get it.
I want to add on. Oh, sorry.
You're good. No.
So, I just wanted to say that literally the moment I heard Pepit on the boat answer Kyle's question, I immediately was like, I want this guy on my tribe. I want to align with him just because how funny he was. And just his personality from the brief interaction that he had with Kyle on the boat.
God bless.
God bless.
Yeah. You're one of my Pepit. You're one of my favorites, Pepit, and this cast is just full of insane people.
Awesome.
So
Love you, man.
Thank you, Gonzo.
God bless.
Sting, go get him, big man.
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's me, Sting from Minecraft. You may have seen me on Minecraft Survivor, Kidmodo from Minecraft Survivor.
Hi, Sting from Minecraft Survivor.
We love you, Sting.
Hi, Sting from Minecraft Survivor, Kidmodo.
I'm talking. All right, I have a question for Deku. I just want to say, welcome to the 5th place club. You kind of ruined it. So.
Come on, man. Give me some more respect than that. Hey, man, I made it farther than you in that piston challenge. I'll just say that much.
Nah, Drew. Anyways, Desi, I want you to touch up on the. What are your thoughts on the application process of Kyle's seasons? And what was your journey to getting on the season?
I want to hear this actually.
Let me think. Okay, so yeah, the forums. I remember me, Deku, and
not the forums. Not the forums.
The interview.
Oh, you talking about the fucking interview? The interview?
Let's talk about your first interview. Desi, talk about your first interview.
Alright,
Wait, there were two.
I came in and there was a whole ass like SWAT team on my ass, and like there was Sting, there was Danny, there was all the goofies at one call, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? And they start yelling, Desi's king. I'm so confused, and I look around, and Kyle's like, alright, I'm gonna ask you some questions. I go full professional mode, full interview mode, robot. I answer his questions. I'm like, okay, maybe I did good. He asked me to do another interview. I'm like, oh no, I gotta do it again. And this time, I try to act not so like it's like a interview or professional thing, like more so of like try to be who I am and be fun. And last thing I want to say is you can't see me because I am Abi Challenge.
Damn! Where'd you go?
Yeah, you're a businessman, so professionalism is always welcome.
Entrepreneur.
You know it.
All right.
All I had to do was talk about Ace Attorney.
I don't know if anyone else had a question. If you have one, we're gonna do like one or two more. Robster, and then
Red has a question.
Yeah, Robster.
What's up, guys? It's Robster who played last season, the Conflict Islands. I was able to the 12th place mark, but unfortunately Mark is not here. So I do have a question for Jay, actually.
Oh, jeez.
Looking back, what do you wish you would have done different?
Didn't he answer that?
Your gameplay. What you wish you would have done different?
Yeah, I'll say something similar to my first one. I mean, I wish I was able to find another idol. I wish maybe I had talked to Lemon more. Maybe if he just got to know my great beaming personality, he would have decided, hey, let's vote for Chalky instead. Even though they had that kind of UK bond.
You would have fucked.
Yeah, I was kind of screwed, but I mean, that's really all I got is I wish I would have bonded with Lemon more. Maybe that would have been something, or maybe if I just flipped with these two boys, if there was any crack. I wish I'd worked harder to find a crack in these two.
Yeah, maybe if you were from the UK, things would have been different.
Yeah, I guess that's a big one. I think if I just temporarily moved to the UK.
You should not play the idol, Jay. That was a big.
Oh, yep. I should. Yeah, my biggest regret is
That
playing.
would have helped me a lot, Jay.
Yeah, sorry, Quil.
Honestly, this cast, I have to say, hands down, this was probably the better cast than the last season. I have to say right now, probably the best cast.
Yeah, Castaways sucks.
Yeah,
that's right.
I want to say congratulations on making season 8 pretty much awesome. Congratulations, guys, on making another season well done.
Yeah, no problem.
Congratulations, guys, on making a great season.
Thank you, Rob.
The lobster for fan favorite.
All right.
I wasn't even on this season. What are you talking about?
All right, Red. What do you wanted to ask?
Oh yeah, I have a question for Brian.
God fucking damn it. I thought
Brian.
I was done.
Look, Brian, I was gonna say this to you, Brian.
Yeah.
Why? Our bond, Brian, was never shown on the show, really. You
we
go in depth on everything that I did to you in the season.
Everything that you did to me?
What did you do to me? How I ruined your perf, how I ruined your idol play, how I punched, how you punched me off the cliff.
I hated this guy. I hated this guy.
How I told you to shut up at the merge.
We were pretty much like surprisingly a duo, despite like me targeting him and everything at the final 7. But that was mainly because, in my eyes, I thought he was like the second best player behind me, myself. Obviously, I was so ass.
Shut up!
I was the big pimpin'. But like,
okay, how do you kick him? How do I kick him from the server?
I showed them it. But like, I thought. Oh fuck! I got kicked. Well, well, now I lost my goddamn train of thought. Like, what was I saying? I don't know anymore.
Alright, well, I think you're
How
good.
good a player I am.
Okay, well, so Red and I were pretty close actually. When merge hit, we were looking for an idol together, and I was climbing up a mountain, just chilling on my phone, you know, just vibing. It was camp time. It was like just a little bit of time to myself, and Red's on his way down from the mountain. You almost hit me with that one.
That was kind of messed up.
But like Red's chilling on the mountain, he's coming down from it, and I come on this like little flat open area, and there's like this one andesite block. So I start breaking it, and then Red jumps into my field of view, and I just punch him off the goddamn mountain, and then I break it, and all I find is a goddamn empty shulker box. So I was so convinced that this guy just yoinked an idol from under my nose, and I was pissed for a little bit, bro. That was also part of a factor why I targeted him. I thought he had the merge idol for a little bit.
All right, awesome. Thanks, Red. And then last question before we are gonna reveal the fan favorite, Danny.
Woo!
Yeah,
Yeah, fan favorite Danny.
Alright. No. I just want to say, this cast is goated. One of my faves. So,
Yeah,
good on y'all. This was hype. Ryan,
Yo.
you're trash. You tarnished that 7th place, bro. You tarnished that so bad. You ruined the reputation. I'm so mad. And I got my protege to help me out with that. Abel, come here. Abel, wanna say hi? You my protege, right?
Big D.
No, it's not Big D. It's Abel. This is my son. He's out here. He's out here.
Yes.
I
Danny,
just
come
want
to
you to pick
Michigan, bro.
who looks the most good looking.
Lemon.
Brian.
Which one? Punch him.
Deku.
Move.
Deku.
Yeah, I'll help you out.
Hey, I'm not even there, so
Oh,
this
you
ain't
said
fair.
Deku's cute? Deku's some trash, Abel. Don't
Deku's
hate
fat.
him.
Deku's fat as hell.
Okay.
Nah, I
He's
get
fat.
it. Awesome.
Wait, she's actually changing the opinion.
Yeah, that thing looks most good looking.
What the hell?
Okay, here, I'll help you out.
I'm getting robbed.
Who do you like?
I'm the best.
Guess this one?
You like that one? You like Jay?
Yeah!
That's a good pick. That's a good pick.
Dude, I would have chose the pedo bear, I'm not gonna lie.
You know?
Still on the best pick.
Nah, you just trash, boy.
Alright.
Alright. I had a question prepared. Fuck.
Danny.
Okay, that's it. That's all for me. Have a good night.
Well, Abel has said his favorite. Now
Abel's
we're gonna
spoken.
reveal the fan favorite. We had hella votes this season. We had around 200. So
fuck. Oh, I've lost.
With that,
that's zero.
we're gonna go ahead and reveal.
Happy, you got jokes.
We're gonna reveal the top 4 in no particular order. Brian.
Oh shit.
True.
Jay.
Where do I go? Where do we go?
Just in the front of the stage. Pepit.
Pepit can't move.
I'm not next to my PC. You can TP me.
And last but not least, Sean.
Where's
Reese? Sean, let's go.
A great group. I swear Brian's gonna win because of the memes.
No shot.
I think Brian's gonna win.
All right.
Full disclosure.
So, revealing the vote. In 4th place with 15 votes.
That's it?
Was Jay.
Really? Oh.
Maybe Abel's favorite. Wasn't the fan favorite.
You know what? 15 votes is way more than I thought I would get, so thank you guys.
I voted for you, Jay.
I love you, Robster.
With 17,
Back at you, dude.
with 17 votes, 3rd place is Sean.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh god.
Sean, I love you.
Deku, get up.
It's
Deku's ass is in my face.
What happened if Brian votes on the Badgers?
Alright. And with
There's no shot.
a whopping 46 votes.
Just get up and get ready.
Leaps and bounds above 2nd place with 25 votes.
Holy
the
shit,
winner of
Pepit.
fan favorite is none other than our Bulgarian friend Pepit.
No. God bless.
It's not Brian.
Good job, man.
I did so much. I was born. Yes.
Congrats.
Alright, well,
How many votes did Badgers get?
All of them.
I don't know.
You just had a.
Badgers got 11. Alright.
How many did I get? Because Jason was like saying like yo vote Reese and Jay was also.
Reese, you had 8.
Reese?
I'm not gonna
Did
go through
Badgers
all
get
of
more
them,
than me?
but-
Now you have to go through the entire list, Kyle.
Tommy, you got 10.
Honestly, though, I'm pretty happy because the 2 other people I voted for besides myself were the top 2. I voted Brian and.
Yeah, same. I voted.
Yeah, I voted Brian, Sean.
Thank you to the viewers. We beat Brian yet again. This is a win. This is a win for the world.
Alright,
This is a win for everyone.
Thank you all so much for watching. Congrats again to Tommy, an amazing winner with an amazing personality, and I believe you. I didn't count, but I believe you ended up with more than 40 confessionals. I know you broke. I'm pretty sure you broke the all-time confessional record.
Jesus Christ.
So
It has the record
congratulations.
for like 2 episodes.
Congratulations.
Hey, yo,
on
Brian,
that.
I got more than you as well.
And,
Fuck
to the audience,
Yeah, so did Red.
thank you so much for sticking with us through thick and thin with my channel getting freaking suspended and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, God bless.
But we got it up, and thank you all so much for coming. And oh my God, Sting.
Wait, give me
Oh gosh. Hey,
Thank
don't
you for that.
blow up, bro.
Everyone, see you in season 9.
No.